After the 2008 financial crisis, a mysterious figure named Satoshi Nakamoto created Bitcoin, a decentralized, uncensorable currency meant to give people financial sovereignty. Fast forward to today, it's seen as a financial asset owned by billionaires, Wall Street, and governments. But Bitcoin's first proving ground wasn't in boardrooms or balance sheets, but in the shadows of the internet, a place called the Silk Road. If you've heard of it, you likely know it as the first popularized dark web marketplace, which, for better or worse, became Bitcoin's first real use case. When it launched in February 2011, the Silk Road wasn't built to be a digital underworld. Its founder, Ross Ulbricht, a young libertarian with a background in physics, imagined a free market beyond government control, a place where people could trade directly, peer-to-peer, without censorship or oversight. However, a marketplace that couldn't be censored also required a currency that couldn't be controlled. Bitcoin, still barely 2 years old at the time, fit perfectly. Its transactions were irreversible, borderless, and pseudonymous, with every wallet identified only by a string of letters and numbers. To the users flocking to the Silk Road, that felt like true economic freedom. Within months, the marketplace exploded in scale, from a few hundred listings to tens of thousands. Anything from books to drugs could be reviewed like an Amazon listing, bought with Bitcoin and shipped worldwide. But that freedom also drew in riskier listings, firearms, and even alleged hitmen services, even if the marketplace technically prohibited it. And as activity on the Silk Road surged, so did Bitcoin's price. For the first time, Bitcoin was powering a real economy, though one that left the world in more shock than awe. But Bitcoin's pseudonymity wasn't invisibility. Every transaction still lived forever on the blockchain, a public ledger that anyone could read. That transparency became the very thread that investigators would later pull. By 2013, a joint team of the FBI and Homeland Security was tracing the movement of coins across addresses. Ross Ulbricht, operating under the alias Dread Pirate Roberts, made a series of small but crucial mistakes, reusing handles, logging into forums, leaving behind digital breadcrumbs that led back to him. When FBI agents finally arrested Ross and seized his laptop in a San Francisco library, they captured control of the Silk Road servers, and with it, more than 144,000 Bitcoin, still the largest BTC seizure to date. The fall of the Silk Road made global headlines. For many outsiders, Bitcoin became synonymous with dark web crime and money laundering. Its reputation was scorched. But despite the controversy, the network itself never stopped running. No government could switch it off. In practice, Bitcoin had just proven what it was built for: censorship resistance. Over the next years, the narrative began to shift. The US government auctioned off seized coins. What was once criminal evidence became an investment. Today, the currency that once powered a black market economy sits on corporate balance sheets, in regulated funds, and even in national treasuries. The code barely changed, but the context around it surely has. And if you're wondering, just how private is Bitcoin really? Then watch this next.